Hello, people. Hey, Nemuza is first today here. Nemuza. Oh, okay. She said she'll be back later. She came here. She didn't see me. Hello, everyone. Hello, Colin. Nemuza, Pate Yaba. Oh, Pat has been waiting as well. Nemuza as well. Clean with more. Good to see you, clean with more. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Annie's inside. Annie's inside. Cornelius. Leslie, come. I want to see you. Lucy Chioma, good to have you. Welcome. Cherechike. Yeah. Woo! It's like the land of the welcome. It's like the land of the and he's inside. Good to have you all here. Welcome. I want to see y'all. I don't feel yes, Cherechi. Good to see you. Woo! Welcome, guys. Welcome. Oh, big hair bundles. Hello, Pete. Welcome. Estelicious. Welcome, Estelicious. Big hair bundle and is inside Cherechi. Amazing people in the building. Chinenya Kama, welcome. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Now let's warm up before we start. Yeah. We need to warm up first. We sure need to warm up. Yeah. Who's there? Let's warm up. Ooh, let's warm up. Yeah. Let's link up. I want to see your face. I know picture. I want to see your yeah. Woo. Chama, Lucy, Chama, yeah, give it to me. Woo. It's a spicy night tonight. Let's go. In the morning, in the night, anytime when you come. Oh yeah, Estelicious, giving it at the background there. Estelicious, giving it there. And anytime when I'm calling you, pick up the phone, but you know that I miss you guys. That's why I come here every day, you know. My baby. Yeah. Woo! You know, come yeah. Woo! Let's link up. Yeah, you're here to link up with everyone here. Juba. Woo! It's like the land of London. When it's early in the morning, go, shine. No, the things that I want. It's like the land of London. Yeah. Woo, Lady Push. Welcome, guys. Good to have you all. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Juba, welcome. I want to see ya. want to see you. If I want to see your face, yeah. See you, see you. It's like a blind date. Wanna kiss you early in the morning. Go, 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 shy. You know that you knew that I want. Smash the like, guys. Smash the like, smash the like, smash the like. Go, 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 shy. Oh, yes. Woo. Susan, how about it? Susan, how about it? You're just coming and I didn't twerk for you. How is it possible I'm not twerking for Susan? Oh, yeah, this one is for you. Susan, how about it? This one is for you. Congratulations. Congratulations, eh? Oh my God. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all for coming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you all. Anna Bayo Fisher, welcome. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome Anna Bayo, Susan, how about it? Rose Oruru channel. Whoa, we have a beautiful person in the house. Rose, welcome, ma'am. I appreciate you for joining us tonight. Lady Posh, the Posh lady. Juba Love, welcome. Lady Posh, welcome. Yeah, what else do we have in here? Lucy Chioma, Cherechi, welcome. Miss Delicious. Obipe Hair Bundle, thank you so much. Annie's Inside, Nemuza and Pat Eyaba, good to have you all. Who is an amazing Thursday? Who is excited about the new month? Who is excited about the new month? I am excited about the new month. I mean, first of all, let me say happy new month to you all. Happy new month. We made it. We all made it. We all made it into the new month. First time joining. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Precious. That's Miss Precious. The welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the new month. Welcome, guys. Welcome into the new month. It's an amazing month. Yeah, somebody asked me before if this song doesn't have a copyright. No, it doesn't have a copyright. It doesn't. And Juba said, okay, blessings to everyone in the house. And that way, the good Lord bless level 1 for this new month. Yeah, may God bless this new month for us. This is a month of blessing. You know, 9th month is the month of breaking forth, the month of delivery. So God, AE29, welcome, Queen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you, Ma. Welcome. 9th month is a month of break forth. You know, when a woman, you know, is pregnant at the 9th month, it is expected that she will deliver and bring forth that bouncing baby boy or girl or both. So this new month, I pray that the good Lord will announce us and we shall break forth. Whatsoever our heart desires this new month shall be granted unto us. Whatever we have, you know, lay our hands to do shall prosper. Whatever we lay our hands to do shall prosper. God will bless all our efforts on White Street. Believe me, it is not easy on this street. Believe me, it is not easy. But it is by the grace of God that we have been going. It is by the grace of God that we have been pushing. It is by the grace of God that we have not given up. It is by the grace of God we wake up every morning. We come out here and put out content. It is only by the grace of God. And I return all the glory back unto Him. And I say, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining this stream. Welcome. Rose, thank you so much. Welcome. I appreciate you all. May God bless all your efforts. Are you a businessman or woman? Whatever you're doing, a businessman, you're working, whatever you're doing, may God bless the work of your hand this new month. May this new month be an exception one. Let it be the beginning of greater things that will, you know, happen in your life. So I use that to say, welcome to the month of September. As you're going, you shall go in peace and come back in one piece. Yes, you shall go and come back peacefully. All the negativity surrounding Ember Month is not your portion. All the negative things flying around from the north, from the east, from the west and south shall not be our portion. We will fly the roads, we will enter the boat, and we will fly the plane. and nothing evil, no evil shall befall us, because we shall go and come back in one piece. All the negativities is not our portion. As we claim it, so shall it be. So with that, I say welcome to Ember Month and welcome to Love Night is Spice. It's a spicy night and I love having it spicy here on this page. Thank you guys. And tonight we'll be talking about long distance relationship. The challenges people face in long distance relationship. I mean, a lot of us must have had that experience. I, for once, I have had the experience of long distance relationship. Now, this is not just in relationship, like I said, in dating, but also in marriage. So, one moment, guys. Yeah, so many of us have had that experience. Like I said, it's not only in relationship. Some of us, before we got married, we just happened to, have connected with our spouses. Some were through online, Facebook, Instagram, all the dating site, name it. Some of us must have met one guy or two or one lady or the other and even got married. But then one thing or the other had to separate you from that man, from that woman that yes, marriage also, that man or that woman that you got married to or that you got connected with. And most often times it's not easy, believe me. It is not easy. It's not an easy experience. And this is why we'll be discussing about it tonight. What are those challenges? Is this something you can encourage anyone you know to get into it or to get involved with? Because long distance relationship comes with a whole lot of temptations. It comes with a whole lot of emotional turmoil or troubles, because while you are away, you are wondering what's going on, what's happening about, in his or her life. And sometimes it is not deliberately that one decides to jump into a long distance relationship, or you decide to get married and then stay apart from your husband or your wife. It is not a deliberate thing. It's not something anybody planned for. Like, if we all have our way, we want to stay with that person our heart beats for, that person the heart pants for, the heart does for. We want to stay very close. But unfortunately, this is life for you. We can't help some of the things that happens to us. And in a relationship, like I said before, people connect via different dating sites. Like, there are thousands of dating sites all over the world. And because the internet is a global village, it connects people. So social media, I mean to say, is a global village. It connects people from different parts of the world, from United States of America to Brazil to Canada to Africa as a continent, let me just say different continents. So you find yourself, you just go online or to one of these dating platforms, or even on one of your social media handles, like for instance, Facebook. You go there and then you meet someone and then you got connected, and then before you know it, you begin to catch feelings. You're developing feelings for that person, and then you say, okay, let's see how it goes. You discover the person is far away, thousands of miles away from you, and the person says, don't worry, we can do it. It's gonna work. People have been doing it. It's gonna work. And you say, okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's move. Let's go for it. And then weeks runs into months, months into years. Before you know it, that initial feeling begin to go down. That is the thing. Now, some people, it's not usually easy. Like I said, the challenges. I, for once, I'm going to use my personal experience as an example as well. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. As you're coming in, kindly give a thumbs up, okay? Kindly give a thumbs up. So, like I said, I'll be giving my own personal experience, and I would love for you to feel free to come share, because you don't know who might be listening and whose word, I mean, something you might say might touch someone, and the person will say, wow, okay, I can do it. Or when to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Or is that it? How is the saying going? Like, when you prepare your mind already ahead of what is going to happen, you now find it becomes easier for you as a person to deal with the challenges when they come. So we'll be looking at these challenges one after the other, and then we're also looking at how do we resolve it? What is the best way? I'll be dropping my link. Please, guys, feel free. I am not the only host here. Whoever wants to jump on the link, if you have had the experience of a distance relationship, be it marriage or dating with your boyfriend, with your lover, whoever it is, if you have had that experience, how did you overcome the challenge? What were the challenges you faced? How did you beat it? How did you deal with it? Were they too demanding? And then did it work out? Did it materialize into something beautiful? Are you going to do it again if given the chance or the opportunity? If the hands of the clock is turned around, can you still do it? So guys, I am dropping the link. Whoever wants to jump up, please feel free. Come share your experience and we kick off. Yeah, Cherechi says every relationship. Let's see. She said every relationship needs trust, but long distance relationship needs a bigger trust. If not, you can die out of suspicion. Oh, yeah, this is one of the challenges of long distance relationship. So let us go straight into the first one. The first challenge we have with long distance relationship is communication. Communication, which is even one of the essential tools for your relationship or your marriage to work out. For it to work out, you must have a very strong communication level between you and your husband, or between you and your wife, or between you and your partner. So I'm going to be using the word partner because partner covers both your relationship partner or your husband or your wife. So I'll be using the word partner. So communication is one big deal. Without effective communication, without a smooth communication between you and your husband or you and your wife, ordinarily, it is always very difficult. Imagine the man or the woman you're living with. Just imagine the break in communication. Then now imagine if you are to be far away, how it's going to be. Tedious, right? Yes, very tedious. So without effective communication, there is just no way that will work out. What do I mean by communication? You two talking all the time on telephone, video call, texting, sexting, name it. All forms and mediums of communication has to be totally and completely open. The communication line has to be open 24/7, as in not that you have to call at all times, but then whenever you have agreed upon, the time you have agreed upon to reach out to communicate, when that time comes, you just have to, be there, because that is the only means you can know what is going on in each or in that person's life. Without that communication, you are not going to know. You just begin to assume. A whole lot of ideas will begin to run through your mind. You begin to imagine all sorts of things. So imagine waking up, and then in the morning, usually we're supposed to talk, right? And then when we're supposed to talk, we agreed upon a time, and I call, and then my partner isn't picking. I place a video call, he isn't picking. Audio call, he isn't picking. I send a text message, he isn't picking. I WhatsApp, he isn't picking. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, daughter of Eve will begin to suspect, oh, that guy slept with somebody through the night. That lady's probably still in bed. That's why he's not picking. This is what happens. This is what happens. Man, he passed the night with someone dead. Somebody is still lying down there. That is why he's avoiding my call. That is why he's not picking. There is already a breach, a break in communication. So communication is one essential tool in a long distance relationship. If you have to make it work, now it's not all relationship, okay, that is long distance that will even work. I have dated someone I online, someone that we've been talking for a very long time, and eventually it ended online. We never saw ourselves eyeball to eyeball. That is so crazy. Every relationship needs trust, but long distance relationship needs bigger trust. Okay, I think I've read that. And she said, yeah, communication is key. Also, a meaningful communication. How are you? Fine. It's not a meaningful communication. Complete the communication. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, it's like she said, Cherechi pointed out here now, it's not a communication. You say, okay, how are you? Fine. Have you eaten? Yes. Did you sleep well? Yes. Where are you going to today? Work. What are you wearing? Red. It is not communication. When you are communicating like that, you are giving all the necessary details and information, every bit. You're not leaving any stone unturned. When somebody asks, how are you doing? That how are you doing means, tell me, how is your day going? Have you eaten? Are you okay? Have you gone? What's your day schedule like? That is, how are you doing? Okay, did you sleep well? Everything. Have you had your breakfast? So it's not just fine, but are you sure it's truly fine? It's not just saying fine. Let me tell you, let me give you an example of my experience before I met my husband, because ours was equally a long distance marriage, but not for a long time. Not for a long time. Now, when we got married, okay, before we got married, we were just online, but we were not dating, kind of. Should I say we were just friends online, and we just kept talking once in a while. Then eventually, when the intention was made known and acceptance has been made, my husband came down, we got married, and he went back. When hey, Lemuza, yeah, you were here before, but I wasn't like that. Yes, thank you so much for coming, Wanyoma. Welcome back. Good to have you. Yeah, so he went back. Welcome, thank you so much. He went back, and then eventually I started processing my papers to go join him. But when we were apart, the communication has to be tight. Reason being that we never really had a relationship, kind of. We never really had anything deep other than when he came and we got married. So we just needed to be talking in order to understand each other better before I would join him. Because there are a lot of things we don't know about each other as of then. So we had to leave the communication line open. We need to check up on each other every now and then. We need to give out every bit of every details about our activities. And it was so fun. When he gets back from work, I will ask him a 1,001 questions. We just kept talking. Sometimes we talk into the night, like we talk deep into the night without even realizing that time was fast spent. But then it helped me know him better. It enabled me understood him better. It enabled me know this man better, who this man truly is, even before I will meet him. So even before I get to meet him and started living with him as a couple, as a wife, I've already gotten so much details from the communication. And communication is not just you texting. Now, one danger of this is if you don't leave the communication line open, before you know it, the relationship will begin to go cold. Now, I have a friend who complained to me recently that the relationship between her and her guy right now is cold. Like, the guy hardly even responds to her text message, or even when she calls, he will ignore the call. She will send a message. The guy will just ignore the message without viewing it. When you view message, the person will know that you have read the message. So deliberately, he will not view the message. He will leave the message till evening. And they were having a relationship, an affair, till night before he will respond to the message. Now, if you are going to have a long distance relationship, it is very important that even when you say the message and you are busy, one important thing you need to do is return the message and say, okay, can I get back to you? Like, right now, I am very busy. I'll get back to you, baby. I'll get back to you, sweetheart. I am tired now. Or give me a second. Or, okay, can we talk at night? Already, you must have a scheduled time to communicate. Do not always call when you know they are busy. You call because you already know your partner's schedule. You start calling when he's at work. You will be kind of pressuring them. So it's very important. Then another challenge with long distance relationship is with time zones. Time zone is another very important. You see, time, because you are thousands of miles away, the time difference is going to be there. Back then, while I was in Nigeria, the time difference was 4 hours. And as of the time, we were 4 hours ahead of Brazil. So as of the time I'm supposed to be sleeping, that is when he's getting back from work, and that is when he wants to talk. Oh, it was not easy adjusting to the time, because I am already tired and I just want to go to bed. But then I remember I have a husband. I have a husband who is back from work and needs to speak with his wife. What do? I do not have a choice other than to give him that attention, because obviously when he's working, yeah, during break, he gets in touch with me, we talk, but we don't talk into details because he needs to have his lunch and he needs to get back to work. So that time zone is a very challenging factor, because you will not always have the same time. One person may be in Australia and have 10 hours ahead of you or behind you. What do you do when you are having time zone challenge? What do you do? Now you look at the time, and then you have to find the you have to find an exact time that you two will be able to communicate properly, because when you are sleeping might be when the person is waking up, and waking up means dressing up for work and going for work or business. That is when you are hitting the bed. But there must always be a time. Now, when you figure it out, you find out, okay, I go to bed around 10 and you wake up around 6, for instance. As you are waking up and I go to bed around 10, I will not have to wait for you before going to bed. These are the little sacrifices you have to make when you are in a long distance relationship. These are compulsory sacrifice one must make. Like I said, guys, I am also pinning the link. Okay, anybody who wants to come and contribute, you can jump on the link. So you have to make a sacrifice if you love them, if you love your partner. There must be a sacrifice. Peace, John, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Collins is okay. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Please kindly click the like as you're coming in. So one person has to make a sacrifice. And when it got to me, I was the one making the sacrifice. Reason being that he is just getting back from work and I have to hit my bed. I need to hit my pillow at that time. What do? I have to now wait. 10 o'clock was the time I'm supposed to go to bed. 6 o'clock was when he's getting back from work. I now have to wait. And when we start chatting, we start talking. Before you say Jack Robinson, it is 12 midnight, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I stay awake till 4 a.m. I stayed awake a couple of times. Like I can't even count how many times I stayed awake till 3, 4 a.m. because he wants to just tell me everything about his day. And I too want to tell him everything about my day. We just need to talk. We discuss a whole lot of things. And then he's watching a program. I'm watching the program with him. It wasn't funny. But then if you love someone and you really want to spend the rest of your life with them and you really want to make it work, these are those little sacrifices you have to make for it to work out. Now, I'm not saying it's a must, you have to stay awake. BMC, Black Bunny Cup, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome, sir. I appreciate you. You understand? Those are the little sacrifices you have to make if that relationship has to work out, if that marriage has to work out. Now, if you say, I am too tired, I can't do this, I want to sleep, what does that say? What does that say? It means you are not really willing to sacrifice, to make those little sacrifices. Please, if you don't have me, okay, yet, you don't have me yet, back, okay, you'll be back right there, okay, you return, okay, no problem. Yeah, you can connect, please. Whoever you don't have there, feel free to also connect, okay? If you meet someone, please connect here, go see the person and come back, okay? Now, it was not convenient, but I knew it's not going to be forever. It's just for a time being. It's not something that will last forever. We already have a plan in motion. So I was willing to make that sacrifice for it to work out so that we can bond very well, so that we can bond deeply, before I will connect with him. And some days, if I'm too tired and exhausted, we can just chat for a little while or just make a short call. Then the next thing is I will tell him, oh, sweetheart, please, if you don't mind, I'm very tired. Like my day has been so hectic. And you know the funny thing, sometimes he can just, okay, really, what did you do? What happened? I will start talking. And then, boom, 2 hours is gone. 3 hours is gone. By the time I realized it, I said, oh, God, no, I wanted to sleep because I'll wake up early the following morning. But then, this is the beauty of it all. Long distance relationship is not for everyone. It is for those who are willing to make little sacrifices. Because sometimes you didn't plan it. You don't plan this thing. A lot of our men go out to hustle. They go out for a greener pasture. If you're married and your husband wants to say, wants to go look for a better life elsewhere, or he got a job somewhere. Now, this long distance relationship is not only international, it could also be, different states. Okay, you could be working in Lagos and your husband is in Abuja. It's still a long distance relationship because you don't see every day. Physically, you are not connected, but you are connected in spirit and in soul. Okay, so now I was willing to make this little sacrifice until we got connected back. Because if I hadn't done it, it would have been a very serious problem. Because so many things I didn't know, it was revealed in the course of our talking. Now, one other challenge, one other big challenge of long distance relationship is jealousy and insecurity. Insecurity is something that can ruin a relationship and a marriage. Insecurity, jealousy. Because you're not with your husband, you're not with your partner, you're not with them, you get to feel a bit jealous when you see that they are with someone, maybe on social media, on Facebook, they have just posted a picture with some persons, and then you feel jealous. No, maybe no string attached. It could be a colleague. It could be just a selfie in the office. And then because they took this picture together and uploaded it, you feel jealous. You begin to feel insecure. What is that man doing? Is there more to this picture? I think the way she's looking at him is suspicious. Why is he even smiling with her? I don't understand. I think he's too close to her. Is her boobs touching him? I think she's getting too close. A whole lot of things. You begin to imagine all sorts of things. And what be tidy if you not place a call and they are not picking? What would your mind tell you? It will say, oh, I knew it. I knew it. Something is fishy. Something is definitely not right with that picture. I am calling, he's not picking. And then you begin to send some awkward text messages. Where are you? What are you doing? I called you, you didn't pick. Tell me where you are. Oh, you are with someone. Is that lady right? What do you have with her? You start asking 1,000,001 questions. And that brings insecurity. Christy Noble TV, thank you so much. Yeah, baby, you can't miss it. Thank you so much. Welcome, baby. I appreciate you. You get? Black Medical say, it's even more stress if a person is in prison trying to maintain a healthy relationship. Oh, tell me about it. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, Christy Noble. So you begin to feel insecure when you start calling at odd times. Originally, you have a time frame for your calls. You already know the person's schedule. You know your partner's schedule. You know that between so time and so time, they are going to be busy. They won't be available. That is when your mind will tell you, call. And you know the funny thing, you will not just call, you go ahead to make a video call immediately. Yes, after it's my boyfriend, after it's my husband, so I am free to make a video call. Hey, being a carer with Chris. Welcome. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Thank you, Queen. Welcome. Yep, is another bang guy, and we are here. Tonight, I am not discussing alone. Yep, Being a carer with cares, I know you're in diaspora and I know you have a lot to say on this topic. Likewise, Oyoyo, every one of you, please go ahead and share, okay? We're talking about long distance relationship, and we're looking at the challenges, couples face, partners face in long distance relationship. And we've mentioned communication, we've mentioned time zones, and we are now looking at insecurity and jealousy. Yeah, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. Please, guys, share out the stream. Let's have more people coming here. You never can tell who is watching this right now, and the husband is somewhere, or the boyfriend is somewhere, and the person is feeling insecure or dealing with these challenges. You don't know who this stream is gonna touch. So spread it out, okay? Share out your handle. Share out. Let's have more people come in here, okay? Now, so this insecurity, by the time you start calling at odd times and the person is not picking, you start feeling, like they're cheating. He's cheating. You know he's at work, but that silent voice is telling you that the person is cheating. Cornelius, I have a serious reservation for long distance relationship, especially when it's very long. Yeah. Now, yes, when it's very long, but sometimes you don't plan things. Sometimes you plan out something like this. Man proposed and God disposed. It's not your plan to travel abroad and stay for a long time before your partner will join you. But things happen. What if you've not gotten your documents? What if you're not able to send the person an invitation? What if you've not even found a job? What if you've not even made the money? How do you bring your partner? And then you start giving excuse. And the person would think, you don't want me to join you. Oh, you don't want me to join. You are doing something. There must be something you're doing. That is why you don't want me to join you. Being a carer, I say, I don't like long distance relationship. It broke my first marriage. You see, guys, real life experience. Real life experience. Real life experience. People have real life stories. That is why I'm making this stream, because if you don't prepare your mind, it is something that you need to put in double effort for it to work out. I said before that there was a relationship I was into, and very close to when we were going to meet, it ended like that. Emotions spent, wasted. We didn't see. It started online and ended online. And there are people whose marriages are broken because their partners left and they never reconnected for years. Even when they keep in touch, the communication gap is so tight, it's so narrow. It's difficult to keep in touch. And then it's also an avenue for a lot of people to mess around and misbehave. Trust is lost. Vows are broken. Challenges left, right, and center. I mean, if you face challenges with your partner, you see, imagine when you don't even see the person. Imagine when you don't get to see eyeball to eyeball, you only see online. So that was why I delayed before getting married, because of the dread of leaving the person behind. Yeah, tell me about it, baby. Ain't you lucky to have finally found me? Ain't you lucky? So, insecurity is one thing that can break marriage, especially when the trust is lost. And if peradventure your partner starts cheating, it's gone. Or when they have a baby, accidentally get somebody pregnant, that woman is in his life, for instance, is the man, because a lot of men, neighbors are laughing, but it's true now. I have to tell him, yeah, I can't do I can't do it too. Long distance is a barrier. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see, now some of our men, we know what they do. Some of them travel abroad in order to get imago pala, pako, I don't want to call the other word, in order to get, something to help them stay there. They get hooked. They sign agreements to, a nuptial agreement, with Onyocha Oyibo, with Oyibo, and then they get married and just for a time, and then maybe if the Oyibo and Toti may get pregnant, have a child or two for them before they finally get what they're looking for. This is 2 years gone already, or more than 2 years gone already. And then you, the woman, now discover that your husband has gotten somebody pregnant and they are living together as husband and wife. Hey, Pablo Happiness, welcome, Queen. Thank you, gorgeous, for joining the stream. Amarachi Wakama, oh, amazing people. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Amarachi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Please, guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Okay, you now discover that there's a woman there, another woman. And you know already that, I mean, you were in the picture because some women are always kept behind, like they're kept in the dark of this agreement. So they don't even know that something is happening between their husband and Onyocha. Then he now breaks the news to you that, oh, for me to get this thing, I had to do this. For me to get Imago, Pala, or what is it called? I need to do this so that you can join me. And then you look at the picture of the woman, a very beautiful woman. You look at the children, beautiful children. What happens? Do you think things will ever remain the same? No, it will never remain the same. Even you as a woman, you start feeling skeptical. I have a friend who this happened to. The husband had 2 children with Onyacha, with Oyibo, and that was it. It's a struggle because they have to always be together. The man has to support the children. They have to always be together. She's always seeing the picture of this lady and the children with the husband, her own husband. And then the husband said, you don't let anybody know we're married, you know. These things are happening. And marriages are breaking. It's not stopping anytime soon. So you, the woman, have to ask yourself, are you willing to go into this? Are you willing to make this sacrifice? Are you willing to pay this price? Some of these prices are heavy. They are not things you planned, but they happen. And the marriage is gone. And then the next thing, the man sends you invitation. You come over. He has time to go visit his other children. You have your children as well. But the deed has been done. It is either you fight for divorce and end it and move on, or you deal with it. So long distance relationship has a lot of challenge, and infidelity is one thing. In fact, let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's say it. Some people cheat, they do it. We're not here to sugarcoat anything. We know these things happen. It happens. Neighbors will say couples should not be apart even when work or some unavoidable situations comes up. There should be an effort to see each other often. Yes, Nemozo. Yes, but what if they are far apart, like miles away? One person is in Africa, the other is in Europe, and the resources is not there for them to always see, but they can only communicate via online. It's a big challenge. Women are dealing with it. I know of a woman who has not seen her husband face to face. They've not seen for over 5 years. Over 5 years, they have not seen. This is a legally fully married woman. She has a child. They have not seen. They had this child before the man left. 5 years now. How can I talk about that? The man can't come. The wife can't come over. And equally, a newly married lady, young lady, newly married. Yeah, disadvantage is too much. Yes. A newly married young lady who just finished her traditional marriage, just like I did. And then the husband traveled. That was it. They never saw again. 2 years. Guess what, guys? The most painful aspect of it, I think, is it 2 years or 3 years? The most painful aspect of it was that the guy later passed on. He passed on abroad. Marriage, you never lived with the man. And he passed on abroad. He fell sick and died. Long distance relationship. This is why you need to count it. You need to ask yourself, are you willing to? This lady cried. This lady wailed. She cried. This is, I mean, imagine telling people that she's married Her husband is abroad. Yet they never met till his death. In fact, his body was not brought back home. He was buried abroad. She had to start all over. First of all, she has to go through the mourning period. After going through the mourning period, you now start accepting the fact that you were once married, not with your husband, and now a widow. Long distance relationship. It is something everyone needs to really calculate. And as you're calculating, ask yourself, be sure at least to some certain extent, 80% that you're going to reconnect soon. Don't gamble it. I tell people, don't gamble it. Don't just say, yes, go first. When you go, I recall. Calculate it. Or Benny, if you calculate it, you know you're going to keep me for 1 year. Please, I am not interested. I gambled it, but I already knew, at least I was 90% sure, because plans were already in motion. I was 90% sure that if I don't come over, you are coming back home. But you are either coming back or I am coming back. I'm coming there. So there was already a foolproof plan. It's only God that could have decided that, okay, it's not going to work. But as human beings, we ensure that we foolproof the plan. And it worked at the exact time that we planned it. There are a lot of women now whose husband have a second, unknown woman living with them. And not just for the men, even women as well. Some vehicles are parked at other people's compound. If you're parking your vehicle, is at owner's risk. Where are you parking your vehicle? Where are you parking that vehicle of yours? Are you sure that woman you left behind, another person is not helping you service? How are you sure that man that says it's in Obodo Yibo, where there is so much cold, winter, and then 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, the man is holding on to himself. He is not playing away match. You are very certain. I see. When you are active, blood is flowing. You tell me with the cold weather, you tell me you drink coffee. And I throw you with coffee. You are driving cold with coffee. You are driving cold with winter jacket, with blanket. Then they play away match. So you, the woman, have to make up your mind and accept that, look, okay, he's doing this, but I'm not going to put my mind there. Especially when it's too long. I'm not talking about the short term. Short term, people hold their body. But when it becomes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, body no be firewood. I got pure call. Body no be firewood. He have that he's holding himself. I see. On a pure call, I don't want to say it. He's doing soapy. If he's not playing away match, he's doing soapy, and you know, getting used to soapy in the bathroom. So before you get into a long distance relationship, consider cold. There is winter abroad. Cornelius said, I have a distant cousin who married to a guy, and they had one child before he traveled, and eventually things happened and the guy couldn't come back for more than 5 years. You see? And the woman is there waiting for him to come back, right? For more than 5 years, someone's daughter is holding on to herself, waiting for him to come, right? Guys, am I pinning the right link at all? Are we together on this live stream? Let me know if I'm pinning the wrong link. Let me know. Click on it and let's see if I'm pinning the wrong link, okay? You see, before you go into it, when that man says, let me go to Obodo Yibo, let me go and hustle, let's go look for a greener pasture. You as a wife, your body is sweeting you. Oh, my husband wants to go to Obodo Yibo. In the next 6 months, I will join him. In the next 2 months, I will join him. I will be in America. I will be in Canada. And I total dollars, hard currency. We start plucking money from the tree. We start picking dollars anyhow. He said, sweetheart, go. Gawakene, just go. I will wait for you. Sweetheart, can you wait? Yes, I can wait. Hold yourself. No, nah. You know you're the only man I love. I'll wait for you. If it's not you, who else? Hey, God forbid that I will cheat on you. I'll wait for you, even if it takes how long. But I know you will bring me very soon. Yeah, Gawa. Bros. Erute. Somebody finally click on the link. Who do we have in the building? Oh, Wanyoma. Thank you so much. Yo, welcome.
Hello, host, and greetings to everybody in the chat room. You guys are the bomb. I've been reading your comment from my TV screen. Thank you guys for keeping this stream
that's
active.
Amazing.
So, host, I'm a little busy, but what I jumped in when I saw the comment Diani left over 5 years. So I said, let me jump in. I know of a lady. I just finished a live stream, and I think I gave a brief intro about the lady. She was married by a guy from the US, and then this guy kept this woman in Nigeria for 10 years. Yeah, you heard me. 10 years.
Wait. 10 years.
Yes, and we all know a woman's biological clock. You understand? So the woman was in Nigeria for 10 years, asked all kinds of questions. Her family began to ask the guy, not knowing that after the guy married her, the guy came back to the US. Gamere mada akwụkwọ. Meta portal with smart sound. Turn it off. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, the guy came back to the US and then met a mother. I don't want some people to, everybody to get what I'm saying.
Hey, yeah.
So because of that, his new marriage in the US, which he was doing for charity, he did not bring his own wife. And then in ordinary, you think maybe 2 years after he would do the needful, 2 years, from 2 years to 4 years, 4 years to 10 years. And in that 10 years period, he only came to Nigeria twice. So the thing is, if you're an adult going into a relationship, when I mean an adult, you're 20, 21, 22, you're already an adult. If a man should keep you that long, seek for a divorce and take yourself out of it. Because
10 years.
10 years, 10 whole years. So you don't know why, I was like, why did he even get married in the first place? If he wasn't willing to take his wife. So some people naturally are mean and wicked. I will put it that way. It's not that he has a wife back here in the US that he was living with. He was doing charity to somebody. You understand? Somebody actually.
What kind of charity is that?
Actually, Ibuna the person, Ibuna, so Neme says, okay, we save the person against your own wife. So let me allow you to continue. I'll be listening.
Hey!
I'll chip in things. I know.
Why would a woman wait that long? Hey, love. This is what you have love. You see this thing called love. That if you are doing love, do love with your head. Do love with your senses. I cannot forget that love that will make me wait for you for even 2 years. Now I am going to fight for. But let's end it. It is marriage. And you're not going to keep me till menopause. You will not keep me till menopause. And then when I have gotten to menopause, you will now we start facing numerous challenges. How can a man keep a woman for 10 years? Now, Cornelius wrote something, say, and the worst part is that their child passed on, like by, and the lady is childless and husbandless. Oh.
You see?
Stories.
You see what Adia said? He said the child, and the lady is childless and husband. That is exactly what happened to this woman. This woman came here eventually after 10 years. He joined the husband, not knowing that the husband has medical issues and refused to go to the hospital. Was just, and don't worry, children will come when they will come. Children will come when they will come. So after 6 years, 7 years together, the woman said, no, I've seen my doctor. They said nothing is wrong with me. I even came with the report. I came from Lagos, Nigeria. Is also in sync with the one they gave me in the US. Then why am I not having children? The woman started making, a force out of it. I want us to go to hospital together. Go to hospital. The man refused for that length of time. So eventually, what he was waiting for the woman to get to 40. So practically, they married for over 18 years. Then when the man eventually agreed, they went to the hospital. They now said that he can't be able to make babies, that he needs medical help. Go seek for medical help. The man refused. So after spending over 18 years, as in so-called, I am married, the woman can't have a child. Now she doesn't have a husband.
Are they still together? Is she still
Preach
married
together.
to the man?
She left after 18 years of wasted years.
I don't want to say it in English.
Such a person, do you think she's gonna be a happy person?
You see the reason why the man
I tell you.
What kind of wickedness is that? Hey, welcome, authentic Black woman. I see you. Welcome. See, oh God. This is why I keep saying long distance relationship has a lot of challenges. Oh, you as the woman or as the man have to plan for it. Now a man has left his wife behind to go hustle. On coming back, one you thoroughly made for another man. She's married. Because it's not only men. One you thoroughly made, and also he will pay her, like a risk. She got pregnant, and she only for information to reach the husband. The husband, when the last time you stayed with your wife, if you've left your wife for 2 years, suddenly your wife is pregnant. Did you do it in the dream? Please let me know in the comment section if they started doing it in the dream and it appears physically. The woman actually the next thing is to go for divorce because she's not ready to remove it. Oju, she has been, when they will meet, 2 years is already gone. It comes with the challenge is just too much. So infidelity is one big factor, something you have to consider. Then loneliness. Loneliness. Oh, lonely. I am so lonely. I have nobody to call my own. Loneliness. In some countries, there is cold. It's not just cold, but you see, if you are in a relationship with someone, or you are married, you've been together, you were gonna feel it. You are gonna feel it when they are not there. 1 week, someone like me, 1 week, 2 weeks. You're laughing. You're laughing at my voice singing. Cornelius, you say you are here now. Go, Joe. Loneliness is a very strong factor you have to consider because it is real. It is not just because of cold. Some days you just want to cuddle. Some days you just want to be with that woman you love. Some days you want to hold that man. You came in laughing. Now this. Haba, where is your joy now? Why you coming? You coming and start laughing at my son. Welcome, Queen. I appreciate you. Some days, see, intimacy is not just when you make love, when you cuddle, when you hold yourselves, when you're able to talk to each other, there are some challenges you're facing. You just want to talk to someone. You just need someone. You just need your partner at that point in time. You just want to talk to somebody. Imagine living in a house alone. Imagine living alone with nobody to talk to. AE29, I don't know if I've greeted you, Queen. I think I have. Have I? Okay, if I haven't, maybe my brain is not connected. Maybe if I haven't, welcome, gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, okay, you're still here. Okay, thank you, Queen. You know, some days you just go out and you have a bad day, like a very terrible day. You want to come back and talk to someone. You just need a listening ear. You want someone that that will listen to you. You want someone that can give you advice, someone you can rub minds together with, someone that you can just communicate with. You can tell how your day is going, and then you look around the house, it's empty. Or you look around the house, it's just you and your children. Those naughty children are even annoying you. They're not giving you breathing space. You feel like running away and running to your husband, or he's thousands of miles away, or he's in another state entirely. And then you cry all alone. Or as a man, you are there, you just get back from work, you are tired, all you just wanted was a good homemade meal. You get into your kitchen, you meet dry bread, you meet the pizza you ate the day before waiting for you in the fridge. Getting it right with Olivia, gorgeous Queen. Welcome. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all. Thanks. And thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, as you're coming in, I appreciate you. Olufunke said, I can't do long distance relationship more than one I'm doing presently. My husband works in another state for 2 days in a week, but the 2 days feeling like 200 days. You see, this is just in another state, and he still comes within the week. Glorious reality, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. The Amaya girls, Mama Mia, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, glorious reality. Thanks for coming. Thank you guys for the thumbs up as well. Now you see, Olufunke, he comes even within the week, but you see those days is absent. You see how it feels. Imagine now staying very far, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and the worst, 10 years. Singlehood is very bad. I will just go and I'll look for a convent and then register. I'll go and tell them, look, one can still get back virginity once you have given your life to Christ. You can get your virginity. Just go and enroll in one convent. What is the need answering a married woman if I'm going to wait for my husband for 5, 10 years? The place is still going up. It has sealed up. You will bleed. It has closed. That's the truth. So that loneliness is in fact one terrible, and this is where a lot of people. Chineye, come out, you're laughing. Chineye, come out, you're laughing. Oh, guys, don't laugh. That glorious reality. But this is the truth. And you see, this is where temptation comes in. A woman you left behind. Let's assume she doesn't have a child yet. She's in your house already back home. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Yes, you guys are talking online. You are talking, you are chatting, you're communicating. But if you not be Panadol, you know if you be like Panadol. No matter how you go and use toy, Oga Hadika the real thing, it's still not like the cocoa. And then a small hi, hello, can we see? Let's just hang out. Your husband is not there. Okay, let's just hang out. Can we just have a drink? Let's go to a suya joint. Let's go to Mama Nkechi's bar. Let's just go there, sit down and chop fish. Why, teacher? You follow the man. He will come and pick you. You are not cheating, no. How can you be cheating? It is not cheating. You only wanted to go and eat fish head. You wanted to just hang out and take a breath of fresh air. You wanted to talk to somebody because you are lonely. You drink, you go hang out today. Tomorrow, it was fun. You enjoy that physical that physical presence. You enjoy that physical presence. And then he calls you again next week. Do you mind us doing it again? It was fun the last time. It was amazing the last time. Let's do it again. This time around, you apply a little makeup so you can look sweeter, you know. Yeah, the other time you just went out after he knows you are married. After he knows you're a married woman, so you just dress up. But this time around, let's do it again. You apply a little lipstick, dab your face a little. Nothing, just, you are still not cheating. How can you be cheating? It is not cheating. Then you hang out, you sit, you gist. Cornelius, what is this naughty husband of mine saying? He says, but a toy, is it not a form of cheating? Cornelius, it is not a form of cheating. It is it is what they use to caution konji, because it is better you use toy than to go and do it with another person. The another person is cheating. For me, I will come to that. It is not white. Sometimes when the thing hold you, you just need to ease out. You use where you are not, instead of you going out. We are getting there. Olufunke say that's the reason why I've not relocated yet. Any relocation that will not carry me and my husband, I am not in. God bless you. God bless you. More anointing on you. More grace on you. So, like I was saying, you go. You are not cheating. But you just dabbed your face to look good. And in the course of laughing, he hit you. You are gisting. You teach he will laugh and then hit you. You will laugh and hit him. No, you are not cheating. There is no relationship between you. You are only just, enjoying the moment. This is what you miss with your husband. This is what you miss with that boyfriend of yours. That physical presence, that physical connection. This is what you miss. And then before you know it, you turn around, mistakenly, your kwaga kanara, hit your boobs mistakenly, and then you turn, you look at each other. Your heart to do bing, 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 bing. You go home, you start thinking. You start imagining that touch. It was accidental. That touch was not deliberate, but it happened. But your mind will go there because it's been long you felt that touch. It's been long you felt the other hand touch you there. You start imagining. This thing is real. I am bringing it to real. It's happening. And then you start thinking about it. The next thing, he will send you a message. Are you home? Yes. Hope you enjoyed the day. Yes. And then tomorrow, before you know it, you start your visit, your hanging out becomes frequent. Already every day thing. And this is why communication is very important. Because at that time you're hanging out. What if your husband calls you at that time, your boyfriend, your lover? What if that was the time they call? The time you are supposed to reach out, the time you're supposed to communicate, you are using it to chop fish head and drinking stout. You put your phone on flight mode. Or you put your phone on silent. Because you're enjoying the physical moment with another person. And then when you get back home, you start lying. You become a chronic liar. Where have you been? Oh, my battery ran down. I don't know. I went to charge it at the neighbor's place. I didn't know it was ringing. I say, this is where lies coming. And once you start lying in your relationship, in your marriage, there's already a big problem. There is already a big problem. You went charging your phone every day. Today you put it to be ringing. Tomorrow you put it on flight mode. Next tomorrow you put it on ringing. That is before you start cheating. The real cheating, ebido, from kissing to nabanyezia, agakochara 1 hour somewhere. You go and take 1 hour somewhere. Infidelity. Loneliness can push one into infidelity. This is one challenge of long distance relationship. So ask yourself again, is this something I am willing to deal with? Is it something I'm ready to handle? Loneliness is real. Those nights you wake up. Oh, some nights I wake up. This man, I don't even know how he manages to get a good sleep. Because that time I turn around, the next thing I'm throwing my leg on his body. And because I don't sleep, I sleep like Eve, the way God created me. That is how I sleep. So when I wake up, I throw my leg on him. I throw my hand. And you know, men, they are very, I don't know how they do it. You can put your head on their hand and they will hold your head there for even 6 hours, even though the hand is paining them. Even when the hand is hurting, they will stylishly, when you are deeply, then that's when they will stylishly remove their hand. So I enjoy that moment a lot. When I have to throw my leg, throw my hand in the middle of that is around 2 a.m. And then if I throw the leg and then his hand touches my bum bum, the next thing is before you know, we'll collect early morning communion and then go back to sleep. So imagine you wake up at that time, and a woman like me that likes it like that, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and then I want to throw my leg, only for me to meet one useless pillow there. Hi, loneliness. Somebody say, God forbid. Loneliness is not. If ask yourself, are you willing, before you tell your husband, go and look for a greener pasture, Gaba, go and pursue money. Go abroad. There is money on the street of US. There is, in fact, those of you in United States, I know you are plucking money. Please, can you begin to dash me the money you are plucking? Those of you in Canada, those of you in Australia, in Austria, in China, in Malaysia, you want your husband to go and be the Odogo of Malaysia. You are pushing him to go. When the real challenge comes, are you ready to face it? Are you ready to pay the price? Even the man is not left out. By the time he wakes up 2 times in the middle of the night, he check blanket, he puts on the heater, he checks the bill of the heater. The bill is running. Yeah, when your heater. Those abroad during winter, you know now, heater is for those with money, for those who have the money. So if you put your heater, or on you didn't know, the room gets warm, you go and put it up. Cold will start again. By the time you are checking your electrical bill, the bill has doubled. He said, "Na kam gacho one answer. Let me go and look for one answer. Can kuchara biko chuo you mar konje melon madaro. Before konje we wound somebody's son. Cheating has begun. When you, the wife, now call him, maybe that is, he has just finished collecting one. That is, you now call the time you're supposed to do FaceTime. Or don't want opinion phone. Because the lady is spending the night there, she's not going. She's not going, she's resting. If care is not taken, they will still collect another one. Or don't want opinion phone. By the time he answers you, will be the next morning. What happened? Nah, if you know what happened, he will start telling you stories of how monkey born 1, 2 can't buy. Start telling you how his cell phone was misbehaving, how his phone was acting up, how he tried picking your call and the thing was just hanging. How he even called you, you didn't pick. You will not say, but I didn't see your question. Oh, maybe it's network. Oh, network have really suffered. You see this network. On the last day, when we all go to stand on the throne, on the judgment, when we file up, network is going to stand there and say, what you people lied against me. Network problem. Phone network. They call you, cut your call, network. Cheating will start because of loneliness. So how do you deal with that? Unfortunately, there is no way, or there is no solution when it comes to loneliness. All you need to do is to go and make a coffee and drink for yourself. Or you look for a dry gin and drink. Or gaga boncha, or you use your toy. Unfortunately, you cannot help the loneliness. Or you start singing praise and worship. If you are the religious type, people like us that are very religious, we start singing praise and worship. We start, we make it all night. We start praying. Go and read your Bible. Read your Bible. It will help the loneliness. Go and pray. It will help the loneliness. That is the only thing. Oh, come and take conji. Sorry, you can't help it other than to do it either the cheating way or again help yourself. Because that problem will still be there. That challenge will still be there. Okay, then it will still be there. You finish today. Tomorrow there is still cold. Is the winter for 1 day or 1 week? No. Is the loneliness for 1 day or 1 week? No. Is your husband telling you that he wants to go to Bodo Yibo to go and look for greener pasture? It is very real. Make sure you have a foolproof plan. What do we have in here? We have I think someone came in here, if I'm not mistaken. Saying hi, host. Okay. So ask him, make sure you have a foolproof plan that you will be joining him very soon. You demand, make sure that you have something doing, like you have enough money kept somewhere. In case it doesn't work out, you find yourself returning back home. But unfortunately, go. No, I doubt if there are men who are willing to come back home if it's not working there, if they've not landed that kind of job. Some men, a lot of men do menial jobs, odd jobs to make ends meet, to pay bills. Gloria Oge, welcome. Thank you so much, Gloria Oge. I appreciate you. Lucy's Insight, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Queen. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are talking about challenges faced with a long-distance relationship. So that time you want, make sure you have a foolproof plan. You as the man, please let your woman know that you are still struggling, that you have not landed a job that will make you take a flight back home, or that you cannot bring her back yet. You cannot bring her to join you yet. You are still struggling. You are still struggling. Make sure it is real. Because these challenges, when they come, believe me, it is strong enough to break your marriage. It is strong enough to break your relationship. It is strong enough to end that marriage you have really sacrificed for. Sorry guys, I'm trying to connect my phone. You understand? Make sure there is already a plan in motion. And it is not planned. Let your wife know. Be real. All this fake life abroad, it doesn't help. Living fake life abroad, this is one challenge. Your wife will see you. You go and take picture in a very expensive place. You wear expensive clothes, even if they are fake or real. We don't know. You go and take drive here and there. You are living the big boy life. Why don't you say again, sweetheart, when are you coming? If I'm not coming, can I come? You tell her that you don't have money yet. You don't have money for tickets yet. That woman is lonely, and loneliness, we know what it causes. Then this lack of physical connection, if it's not there, the man, it is very real. I mean, let's even say, I will not spare the men. This is true. Let's even say 80% of them, after 1 year, if they've waited 1 year, 2 years, they will definitely cheat on you. They will. I cheat. Forget it. 1 year, 2 years, your husband is not back. Forget it. He is cheating. Only cheat. You, the woman, you can hold yourself, because you know women, women can really comfort. They can hold themselves when it comes to that. You enter bathroom, by the time you scratch it 2 times, or pussy scratch it. But men, 2 years, I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that. Check it well. Check it well. Then one other problem is intimacy. Intimacy, which is still one of the challenges. We've talked a little bit about it. Intimacy. I mentioned about a lady who got married because they didn't spend time together. She didn't conceive. The husband traveled. After 2 years or 3 years, eventually the guy passed on. She never enjoyed intimacy. She didn't. What is marriage without intimacy? For the single ones, I can spare them. I can say, yes, you are not married. So time out with family. Welcome. Why would you come in and you just start laughing? Time out with family. Welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. What is marriage without intimacy? For the singles, yes, hold yourself. Singles, don't do. I didn't do when I was single. I started doing it when I got married. So don't do. You don't work. I can hold your body. Hold your body, singles. Hold yourself. For the married people, how do you deal with intimacy, with conji? Because the single ones, because we have told them not to do. The single ones can hold themselves and not to do. But those who have married and they have tested it, they have done it, they have enjoyed it, they are no longer virgins. Suddenly, that thing that used to be very sweet, you now miss it. And you are married. How do you deal with it? Cornelius, I will time you out on this stream. You are saying you didn't do what? I will time you out soon. I will time you out. I didn't do. I will time you out soon. You get? How do you handle intimacy? How can I be married and not be intimate with my husband for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? What am I doing there? But when it comes to intimacy, though we know that if it's not Panadol, it cannot be like Panadol. But we can also try out other ways. How? They have sexting, texting, or sexting. And you can actually do FaceTime and do it. Because it's real. It will get to that point where you as the man, you want to just begin to. And if you are that godly man that God has blessed, you have vowed not to, not to break the vow. You have made a promise to your wife and you are keeping it. God bless you, that man out there who is holding himself. God bless you, that man out there who, even despite the cold, he drinks coffee and decide not to cheat. God bless you. But another thing you can do to help you so that the temptation will not be too big to the point where you now have to go and cheat. FaceTime. FaceTime. You call. You call in the course of talking. He hold me. Odogu Kenyere here. And the woman is saying, even me too, I've been missing you so much. I wish you can do it now. Yes, baby, we can do it. Bra is out. Before you know, the panty is out. And you are doing FaceTime. Yes, so long as you are single people, I didn't say you should go and do. You are single, please hold on to yourself and pray that your partner comes. Don't go and do it. It is for married people. Do you hear me, please? And then you can now start doing it. While the man is helping himself, you, the woman, you can help yourself while you are doing the FaceTime. It is one way to help yourself. Though it is not the real thing, but it can actually help a little bit to avoid temptation. Konji abora is not good. When you are holding yourself for too long, that temptation will be too strong. So you can actually do it via FaceTime. Yes, you can. For the married couples, you can do Chinenye. FaceTime. Chinenye, you are putting your hand on your head. Oh, goodness. Hey. Okay. Mommy push. I'll be missing some comments here. Sorry, guys. Oh, goodness. Thank you so much. FaceTime, okay. Cornelius, I don't know whether you're saying that you don't know this or you know it. FaceTime is when you do video call. You do video call, and then during the video call, video call, you can FaceTime anytime, but like when it comes to that sexting, video call and doing the do. Okay, you are doing video call, you are doing the do. Mommy T, the Shivas, welcome. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you. BMC, welcome. Thank you. Z Berry, welcome. Thank you, gorgeous. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the likes. Okay, click the like and share out, please. Let's have more people coming here. A lot of us are in diaspora. Some of us, our husbands are not there with us. Some, the wives are not there, because it's not only the men that go out to look for greener pasture. Even women go to look for greener pasture. Some women that have gone to look for greener pasture, they are there and they are facing this same challenge. Oh, Maya girl say, you feel like the world is watching you, really? And yeah, there are risks too, there are risks, because sometimes if you accidentally go live without knowing that you're clicking the live, you might be showing us thinking you are doing FaceTime. So, but that is one thing, one way you can actually help the konji. do FaceTime. And then in the course of doing the FaceTime talking, help, because it's not easy. It's not easy for the man. It's not easy for the woman. It is not easy for both. The challenge is real. It is very real. So another bigger challenge, before we start looking at it, guys, like I'm saying, please, you can jump in and share any experience. You can give your contribution. The link is there, okay? So I'm not the only one talking. Let the link be. The link is there. Click on it. Share your experience. Is your husband living in diaspora and you are in another place? Is your husband in one state and you're living in another? How did you manage? How did you cope? How did you beat this? How did you overcome the challenges? What were the things put in place to help you overcome? How did you overcome it? Are you back together? How are you dealing with it if you're still apart? What were the challenges you equally faced or you are still facing right now? Then the problem, another bigger challenge. Mosquito in the Brazil, some mosquitoes in Brazil, they are biting my legs. Now, one major problem we're going to be having that couples have is growing apart, their love going cold, growing apart. Long distance relationship has never been my thing. I can't even cope. I too like cuddling and pampering. Who doesn't like it? Tell me about it, Queen. Who doesn't? I do. So it's not everyone's thing. But like I said, sometimes you don't know. You don't know how it happens. It just happened. You can't help the situation or the circumstance. Lucy's Insight say you can relate well. Okay, tell us about it. Tell us, gist us. If you want to jump on the link and tell us about it, Lucy's Insight, or you leave it in the chat, okay? Growing apart. When you stay far away from each other for a long time, there is every possibility that love will begin to go cold. There is every possibility that if you are not intimate, that love will grow cold. And we have my beautiful Sweet Escape in the building. Welcome, Queen. Welcome, Sweet Escapes. Welcome. I appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. Click the thumbs up before we forget. If you haven't done so, what are you waiting for? Click it immediately, okay? Thank you, guys. So if you are not intimate all the time, that love is bound to grow cold. If you don't have physical connection, that love is bound to grow cold with time. If you are not communicating all the time, that love is bound to grow cold. So you are at risk of parting ways if you are not together with your partner. Okay, Lucy's Inside said, think it, okay. I stayed 2 years alone and refused to stay again. Bagam, God bless you. It is not easy. Cornelius say, I have a classmate that lives in Spain and his wife have always lived in Nigeria. And he goes to Nigeria every year to see her and the children. Like, this is how they live. The wife is in Nigeria, the guy is in Spain, and she's comfortable with that. She's okay with it. The guy is okay with it. They, flight ticket every now and then. You go visit your wife and come back. Kudos to that man. And kudos to the woman as well. There are some people with extra grace. How can, for years, and you have children, okay, how does it time maybe in the course of talking, the time when she'll be fertile, how or a window, they check the window, and then he breathes in, he fires, and then he returns back. The child will be 2 years. After 2 years, then he will target, when is your ovulation? Give me your calendar. She gives him. They target it. He will go and fire, and then back to Spain. Very good. The man is very strong. Hey, who do we have in here? Who do we have in here? Welcome. The Omaya girls. I am cool.
Oh, how are you doing?
good, Queen. I am good, gorgeous. Thank you so much.
In fact, I just finished dinner and I wanted to go upstairs and get the girl ready, but you said something and I said I have to come and just, because we are talking to ladies, we are empowering each other, we are advising each other. And I said I have to come and just talk something, okay? Because I've been
Thank
away.
You so much for that.
Yeah, I had a distance relationship for 2 years because my husband came in Ireland and he left me in Kenya for 2 years. So for me to tell you how I conquered the temptations and things like that, it's only when you put God first. Number one, put God first. Number two, know your value as a woman. Because the Bible says only the foolish woman will destroy her house with her own hands. If you go there and start doing things which are not allowed to defile your family, you are a foolish woman. You are destroying your own house. And again, what example do you give your children if you have baby girls? Exactly. And what value do you bring in yourself? Like if you look at yourself and you see other married women presenting themselves as married women and they have never cheated, how will you feel? Those are the things that used to come. You stand firm with your family. And again, like I say, treat people the way you want to be treated. Ask yourself, if I go there and cheat on my husband, how will I feel if I hear him doing the same thing to me? Okay? So those are the things that kept me going, putting God first and building my house and covering everything with the blood of Jesus. I know not many people believe in God, but God helps. And God, so that's what I did. And again, put your family in prayers, put your husband in prayers, because this is the time where the enemy gets a chance to defile or to separate or to destroy your family. So that's my take. Simple. Put God first. Treat yourself as a valid woman, because if you are a value woman, you won't go dashing yourself to everybody, especially when you are married. That thing is only for one person and one person alone. And you know what, girl, you're gonna smile, you know your value, and nobody will tell you nothing. Okay? Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for that amazing. God first, and with God you can overcome anything. You can overcome the temptations. Now, was there a time you really felt lonely as a woman? Was there a time? Okay. Was there a time you really felt?
Sorry, my disturbance here. She's
no, it's okay.
Reduce, Mama. Okay, good.
Motherhood is a blessing. Yeah. So I was asking, was there a time you really felt so lonely and you miss your husband so much and it felt like you were going to grow apart throughout the 2 years you were apart?
He used to come once a year. And when we are apart, I know there's such temptation. But when you get such temptation, it's when you remind yourself who you are. And your value. And how you should carry yourself at that time. That is the time you need to talk to yourself most and pray. The temptations were there. The temptations were there. But who are you? And what do you do to help yourself with this? Pray to God. Yes, and then leave everything, focus on the family, because most of the people, when they go abroad, they leave family there. You have children, you are being left there. Having children is not easy, So put your mind in the right thing. Put your mind in the right things. You'll have a talk on the phone and you will feel good, things like that, and God will bless you. But seriously, let me tell you something. Like I tell men, the beautiful ones are not yet born. One time when you saw your wife first, there's that time you couldn't sleep waiting to see her again. She's still the same person. Value her forever. Because when you go there, you'll still see beautiful ones, right? Right? let me tell you one thing. Everybody,
especially when the man finds himself in a country where women go almost naked.
Exactly.
Woo!
Exactly.
Woo!
But you know what? I think many people can attest to this. Look at all those men who have defiled their families, who have destroyed their family. Even if you marry whatever, the best wife ever, or the best, the most beautiful Miss World, whatever, your life will never be the same again. You'll never have a peaceful or a good life. They will always look, something will happen to them in their life. It's like you are cursing yourself. It's like you are cursing yourself. Even the women who defile their families, their life will never be the same again. So the best thing is just to value yourself.
So, absolutely. Thank you so much for this contribution, and then letting us know that it is possible. You have gone through it, you have experienced that, and you know what it feels like. And you put God first, and with that you were able to overcome the challenges. And as God will have it, your hubby was coming back once in a year and helping, because he understood that he left a woman behind and she has needs. The children equally need to see their daddy. This woman needs me, so you have to meet up with her needs as well.
And again, I think I forgot whatever I want to tell you about that. Temptations are there. Face them together. Good communication is the key as well. Tell somebody how you feel, and then they will tell you how they are. And then trust should come number one. Another thing as well, because you'll pass a lot, that is when the devil also come in and start giving you ideas. It's not easy, okay? But like I say, value yourself. Look at your family. When you're in that verge of wanting to break everything, ask yourself, what kind of a woman am I? Am I that will destroy or build my family? And again, when you conquer this, all of you, you learn to respect, love each other, treasure each other, and love each other more, despite what.
Wow. Amazing woman. Amazing woman. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The Maya girls, I enjoy your exercise all the time. And she's a Maya girl. She will motivate you to exercise. She's still taking good care of herself. Like the first time, I think maybe the second time I went to her live stream while she locked the door and the children were knocking. Mom, open the door. She said, no, this is mom's time. This is mommy's time. No way, you can't stop me. I laughed. Oh my God, it was so funny.
That's so block. Okay.
Mom, open this door now. He said, this is a command. This is my house. You can't command me to open my door. God, it was hilarious.
I know. We have to learn. You can't take everything from us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So see you.
But you are so amazing.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come to your platform. And God bless everyone. And if you're going to start whatever, always value yourself, know your value, and call God first. He will come through for you. God never fails. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
never.
bye.
Thank you so much. Good night. Bye. Thank you so much. Yeah, now let me check some comments. Mommy T says, okay, I have a lot of comments. I need to read it. Okay. Olufunke said, I didn't even know this is a topic as me and my husband discussed this same issue tonight. You see, now that is the spirit leading. It's the spirit. You understand? You two were talking about it. I was equally thinking about it. Yeah, you love the co-host. Yeah, her beautiful chocolate smile. She is so gorgeous. Yeah, and then Glorious Reality said, it's another amazing smile. Well, African has some beautiful smiles. Yeah, you can say that again. Mommy T says, to an extent, I don't think I did KKO, or is it I did okay? I have seen and had many opportunities that could make things better if hubby had to travel. But fear no really, no go leave me. No go leave me. Oh, I'm a little bit too selfish on that. Sweet, you are not being selfish. You are being real to yourself. You are telling yourself the truth. Okay? Gonna say it is true, the beauty, okay, on that amazing continent. Yeah, very big temptation. Then Cornelius said, though there are people that doesn't have the opportunity to come back home due to different problems. Yes, and you know, one challenge is this: when people relocate abroad, or when a man finds himself abroad to go look for a greener pasture. Who do we have in here? Oh, Lufunke. Whoa, yeah.
Hi,
Welcome.
everyone.
Hey, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining the link. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone on the chat. Good day from wherever you're
Another black
watching.
beauty, another black beauty, gorgeous
Yeah,
woman.
thank you. I just had to
Blessed.
come up here. I just had to come up here because I've been in this position myself. Like, can I go on? Can I go on?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, yeah. So when I met my husband, I didn't know it was going to be a long distance. He was working in a place where we are going to be settling down, so I had no problems with that. But at some point, he got another job in another state, and that was when everything changed. I could not cope. Like for the first year that he went, it was not easy for me at all. I had one
Tell me
child
about
then.
it.
So it was not easy. Then he was staying 5 days in another state, then 2 days at home, only weekends. But on the long run, he got another job. Then he now works 2 days outside and 5 days at home. So it became better for us then. But there's one thing I want to. There's this experience I had when he was working
There's a
for.
device there. Can you mute the device there?
Yeah. I've muted it.
Okay.
Yeah, so when he had to work like 5 days in Lagos, we stay in another state. So we wanted to buy a car that year, wanted to buy a car for me, and then I was speaking with someone that wants to sell the car for us. So as soon as the guy noticed that it was a lady that was chatting with him, all those kind of men, what they do. The way he was talking with me now changed. So at some point, he had to bring the car to me where I'm staying. That was where the problem started. The moment the man saw me, like everything just changed. He started telling me all sorts. The messages went from selling of car to another thing entirely. He would message me in the midnight. He would message me every time. So far, he knew my husband was not with me.
Because he knew your husband was not around.
Yes. So that is one of the experience I've had with long distance relationship. Another one was when I was driving to work, and there is this man that will always park in a particular spot. I'm talking about as early as 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Someone will just park, waiting for me to drive past, and he'll be waving me down for me to stop. At some point, I was like, maybe this person, maybe this person knows me from somewhere. So I had to stop for him one day. Now say, your face looks familiar. You know that line now. When a man tells you your face looks familiar,
a normal line.
He's trying to lie. He's just trying
you look
to
like
lie
somebody
to
I
you.
know. You
like
look like
someone
somebody I know.
I just told him, I said, my face is not familiar. I don't know you. I just waited for you because you have always been stopping me every morning. You have always been stopping me, and I wanted to know if I really knew you or not. So when he told me that, I knew it was something else. So that's another thing. That's temptations coming from different angles. If my husband were to be around, I will not even be afraid that someone is stopping me, someone is doing this. So you have to be very careful. And then if it has come to a stage where you are clearing history before your husband comes back home, you are in for a big thing. Like when you have to clear your history on WhatsApp or on SMS before your husband comes back.
That means you are doing something. You are doing something.
It's not safe again. It's not safe again. So we need to be very careful. Don't start what you cannot finish. So that's just my own advice for people out there. Although things have become better for us now. At least my husband stay 5 days at home and 2 days at work. So things is a bit better for us now. So that's just my
Wow.
my
So now
contribution.
it's 5 days at home, 2 days off.
Yes. So
And
it's
that's
better.
5 days when it
Now.
comes, you take all the communion you need to take for the extra 2 days.
Abio, yes, for the next for the next 2 days. Okay, yeah.
Honestly, it is not easy. Honest, and as a young wife, especially.
No, it's not
Oh, we have
easy.
a lot of men. The moment they know your husband is not around,
Yes.
they know you're married. Even with
Yes, they
children,
know.
even with pregnancy, they see it is obvious. But because the man of the house, that shield over your head is not there, they feel you're vulnerable. And if a woman is vulnerable, you are not careful, you fall into their trap. Not because they love you or they want to have anything meaningful, but they just want to ruin your home.
Yes.
The moment you give in the first time, it becomes blackmail.
Yes.
It becomes blackmail. Any married woman that gives in the first time, the man will continue to blackmail her because he has had it. And of course, the husband, if he has not taken, some men can even keep evidence without the woman knowing, so that they can use the evidence to always get you to come back. And because you have done it before, you don't want your husband to ever find out, you will keep giving in.
Yes.
This is why women should be very careful.
We need to be very, very careful.
If you love your home, even if you have a man, let's say that man, did you discuss it with your husband? The man that was always calling you.
I had to tell him eventually, because anything can happen. I live in a small town.
Yes.
I live in a small town. Yes. So I had to tell him. Even the car guy, after I told him I'm not buying the car again, he kept changing numbers and messaging me with new numbers that I don't, because I blocked him on one number. He will go and use another line to message me again. So I have to tell my husband at some point that this car guy is troubling me. So at least I'm safe.
Yeah, it is very important, because you know one thing, if you don't tell him, if you don't let him know, for instance, without 2 days that he will come back, or maybe was it during when he was
during when he was working 5 days. Yes.
Okay, 5 days or the 1 year.
Yeah, the 5 when he was working 5 days in another state.
Okay. You see, if you don't tell him, and this man keeps calling and disturbing you, sending you messages, one day he'll be home, and then because you have kept it to yourself, a message will come in. He might be the one to read the message.
Yes.
And then you start trying to explain to him. How do you start? So why did you not tell me?
That explanation is something I don't like to do. It's better you report yourself than explaining, than trying to explain things.
There's somebody troubling me. Instead of when he will come, or the man now suddenly calls, and then you cut the call because you don't want to talk to the person. You ask, why are you disconnecting the call? I mean, who is this person? Why are you disconnecting the call? And you can't pick the call.
He came to my work. He came to my workplace because he brought the car to my workplace to inspect at the first time. He came back to my workplace. I just told the security, I don't know. I'm not expecting anybody. I told I'm not expecting anybody. He came back
and
to my
then one day he will summon the boldness to come to your house and knock. And maybe when he comes to my house, your husband is around.
Yes, it's possible, because he was desperate then.
Yes. So it's really a challenge staying away, even if it's different state. Different countries even worse. That one is even different state. Your husband can breathe in. But when you are far away, flight tickets in some countries, I mean, it's not even easy. If you've not even secured a job, you can't even begin to come back. If you don't have documents, you can't breathe in and breathe out at will. So while you are still struggling on the street of Europe or America, the wife is there, you're exposed to temptation. Somebody is there stalking her day in, day out, until you eventually,
stalking. Stalking is the word. Stalking is the word.
Stalking, yes.
Yes.
Because so it's really a big
guy that I talked about. He would wait for me. I said that second guy that I talked about, he would wait for me. He knows the exact time I will pass through that street very early in the morning. And my baby was at the back seat. He knows I'm married because I have a wedding ring on, and my baby is at the back seat. And he would wait for me in the morning on my way to work every morning, until I told one of my colleagues that we were coming home together one day, and I told her something is happening. He said, I should not take it for granted, dude. That I should not take it with levity. I should inform my husband about it, and I should be careful about the man.
Yes.
I have someone waiting for me every morning, every morning. So I have to leave
Honestly,
now. My
thank God
baby is
you told
trying
your
to
husband
climb
because
up on me.
your baby, yeah.
Yes, yes. So I just want to come in here and chip in my experience
Thank you
so that
so
other
much.
people can
Thank
learn.
you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you so much for
appreciate this
allowing me come
contribution.
up.
God bless you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Wow, that's Olufunke here with her own experience. Guys, that's what I'm saying. Click on this link and share and encourage someone, motivate someone, tell someone something that may help him or her. And we're talking about growing far apart, which is one last point I'll be mentioning before I go to, some ways you can overcome these challenges. When you are not physically connected, sometimes you will begin to grow apart. That love that you once had, that bonding that you once had, will begin to grow cold. You will no longer feel like connecting with your spouse. Like, you no longer feel like when you see their call, you just find a way to avoid it. Not because you are cheating, but that interest is beginning to die down. Reason being that you have different activities together. You practically have nothing going together. You have different friends. You have different social activities. You don't have anything in common. That is even in a relationship. Then when you have children, it's just all about the children. Whenever I know a man, a woman that complains that the only time the husband calls is just to speak with the children. And then if the mother, if the wife picks the call, he doesn't even ask her, how are you? Like, they will talk as a couple. They are beginning to see each other as strangers. So the only concern for him are the children. So when he calls and she picks, he will just say, where are the children? They are asleep. Okay, I'll speak with them tomorrow. If they are awake, give them the phone. Let me speak with them. And this is how they have been living for long now. Their husband only talks to the children. He doesn't communicate with her anymore. Like, they don't have much going together anymore. No social life together, no intimacy, no physical connection, nothing. Their communication is just the children that are keeping the communication line open. It's just the children that makes them communicate. Only when he wants to ask after the children. Only when he wants to know how their school is. Only when he wants to know how their day has gone. Nothing about the wife. And this is what happens because gradually you begin to grow apart. When you stay away for too long, when you stay apart for too long, you begin to grow apart. The bonding is lost. The intimacy is not there. No physical connection. You don't even communicate on social media. You don't have the same friends anymore. You don't go to these functions anymore together. Nothing. Which brings me to, how do we handle this? First of all, you make technology your best friend. Make social media, make this cell phone. It should not be the only place you catch cruise. If you are apart with your partner, you have to love these gadgets. You must love this technology. You must use it. You must utilize it. You must utilize WhatsApp. You must utilize Facebook or Instagram. You must utilize video calls. Fine Concept TV, welcome, Wanyoma. I appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. Welcome, Ma. Thank you so much, Wanyoma. Make technology your best friend. You must be open to communicating. There is nothing like, I am too tired. I beg, tomorrow we'll talk. There is nothing like that. There is nothing. That's another topic you need to bring for us. So when the love of children overcomes that of the spouse, God bless you. Yes, I won't forget. Yes, I won't forget. In fact, I'm going to note it down so that I can make it a topic. Okay, when the love of children overshadows the love of couples. Thank you for that. I am definitely going to do that. Thank you. So you have to make technology your friend. You must create time to receive call and to call your partner. Nello Side, welcome. Thank you, Nello Side. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for coming. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. I appreciate you, Nello Side. Welcome, Queen. You must create time for call. Make technology your best. You must be willing to chat. And what if I can't chat? You must be willing to send voice notes. If you cannot call, send voice note. It doesn't cost anything to just pick your WhatsApp, go to the voice note. Hello, sweetheart. How is your day going? Okay, I'm in a hurry. I'm actually rushing out. I am late. I woke up late. I'll talk to you later when I get to work. Okay. I love you. Have a blessed day. Ciao, ciao. Kisses. Mwah. That is all. That is because when you want to type this thing, it may take a long time for you to type. So you just quickly do it. You have to get used to all these applications. You must get used to it. Then FaceTime. You must get used to say FaceTime. There is nothing like, oh, I don't want to pick his video call. Auntie, if you have to deal with long distance relationship, FaceTime is a must. FaceTime is a must. If you are dealing with long distance relationship, there is nothing like you don't feel like answering video call. Because if you're avoiding video calls, what does it show? It begins to make your partner feel that you are somewhere you don't want to be seen. You are with someone you shouldn't be with. You are doing something you shouldn't be doing. So when they call, except you are busy at work and you know you cannot pick that video call, and of course your partner already know what your schedule looks like. Your partner, this is why you need to understand your schedule, each other's schedule. So that when I'm working, that shouldn't be when you're making FaceTime. FaceTime most times should be even at home. When you know your partner is back home, resting, you can make FaceTime so that you can relax and answer each other. You can relax and discuss about how your day is going. It's not just phone call. Hey, okay. It got to be done. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It got to be done. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. I appreciate you, Queen. Welcome. We have been discussing for the past 2 hours the challenges of long distance relationship and how to overcome them. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Welcome, Nello Side as well. So you must get used to FaceTime. There is nothing like I don't feel like taking call. Even if you are having misunderstanding, even when you are not in talking terms, you see, you must try to pick that video call so that you don't start putting ideas into your partner's head. Sometimes they want to just do that FaceTime to see you. Don't just say we'll talk on WhatsApp. FaceTime helps to bridge the gap. It's as if you're seeing the person one-on-one. The only difference is that you are not touching each other. You can't feel each other's presence. But with FaceTime, it can go a long way. This is one thing that helped my husband and I when we were apart. FaceTime, though he chopped data, oh, hey, Cornelius, you are still owing me all the data I spent on FaceTime. You're watching me, you are still owing me all the data spent on FaceTime because it is not easy. You have to spend money. So you as a man, you must be ready to do FaceTime. You as a woman, you must load your data to do FaceTime. Even if it's not for 1 hour, do it for 10, 20, 30 minutes. It's very important. It will help bond you two together. Yeah, okay, got to be done said open communication and new technology makes it easier for long distance relationship. Absolutely. Yeah, honestly, and trust is a must. Yes, and trust is built and is earned. You have to earn that trust. It's not when you're avoiding FaceTime. That time they call you, you're not picking the call. How do you expect the man to trust your whereabouts or what you're doing? Or how do you expect the woman to believe that you're not doing some monkey business around, that you're not jumping around? That trust has to be earned and is built over time. So make technology your best friend. You just have to get used to typing. You have to get used to voice calls. You have to get used to FaceTime. And then try if you can, follow each other's friends as well. That will help you feel connected. Follow each other's family as well. It will help you feel connected so that you stay in touch. Have some common friends together that you have a media platform that you still communicate. That will equally help bridge the gap. But you cannot relax and say, I am not I have had somebody say, I'm not a FaceTime person. So long as your husband is far away, you have to get used to FaceTime. Brother, so long as your wife is far away, you have to get used to FaceTime. So long as your lover is far away, you have to get used to FaceTime. Unless you're doing some monkey business, no two ways about it. Fine Cup said the basic thing in distance relationship is trust. Apart from that, it will not last. Bagam, how can it last? It will not. Cornelius said, I have paid in kind on what they are. You. So you must. There is nothing like, I don't have data this week, so we will not be able to talk. Let him send you data if you don't have data. It is very important because it is one thing that will help you to stay glued together. That is number one. Then have a schedule. Have a planned time to communicate. Have a planned time. Look, it is not every time you pick up call, you can call your husband or you can call your wife. Unless your wife is just at home, sitting down and waiting for your call, beside the holding the telephone and waiting for your call to ring. She has a life. She has a job. She has a business. She has other social functions and activities. And in that case, you have to let your partner know ahead of time. If you are not going to meet up with the scheduled time, have a time frame, have a time when you should talk. Not every time of the day, because when you're talking every time of the day, the communication is not going to flow. And they may not be able to even, pick up your call or reply your message. And this has created a very big trust issue. When you text and they cannot return that text at that time, at that point in time, it looks as if they are ignoring you. They are not. Maybe the man is busy. He's probably busy with one equipment and he's not seeing your message. He may be busy with one equipment that he can't leave. His job may require that he won't be able to pick a call or even hold his cell phone. Yes, there are some jobs that require that you drop your cell phone somewhere. You as a wife, when you come at that time, when you call or send message at that time, how do you expect him to pick the call? Have a scheduled time. Know his activities. Know his itineraries. Know how his days work. Same as the husband. If your wife is cooking, if she's a chef, or she's doing something, or she's sewing, let her know. You should know her time. Know the time to call. Don't just call. And it's always advisable to call in the morning and at night if the time difference is not too wide. Morning and night. When it is the time that if it's just 2-3 hours, ensure you call. If you cannot call, send a text message. If you cannot send a text message, send a voice call or even make a video and send. If you are busy and maybe there's an emergency, they reach out to you. When you see it, reply and explain yourself. Look, in long distance relationship, you must always explain. Yes, you must always explain. Explain why. Oh, sorry, I missed your call. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing your message. It's not deliberate. It's not a deliberate thing. I didn't ignore you. I was just too busy. What was it? What happened? This is why, if you don't want to have a program, have a scheduled time that you can always communicate. This will help you too. Then set boundaries. Set boundaries. Respect each other's boundaries. That you are apart doesn't mean that wherever the man is, you want to know who he's talking to. Who are your friends? Who is that? You see a picture on social media And that lady you took picture, who is she? I saw the way she was leaning on you. Who is she? Haba, respect boundaries. Or can I speak with that? Let me speak with that your colleague. Can I speak with them? No, you can't. Set boundaries, respect boundaries. Or you as a man, you want to know everybody around her. You want to know everything around. You want to know all she's doing. You want to know who she spoke with. You want to know everything. That is not the kind of communication you should be having. That is already policing. It is already policing. You are already policing. Respect each other's boundary. Then that communication, I have mentioned it, it is very important. Communication is very important. I am putting that so that you will know. We the Igbos will put important. It's very important. Leave the line open and communicate effectively. Communication is not how are you, fine. Have you eaten? Yes. It is not communication. For that relationship, for you to stay bonded and for that trust to be there, you have to have an effective communication. Communicate meaningfully. Like I said, they ask you, how are you? How are you, means tell everything that you feel like. And then come on, can you guys just play? Can you just gist? Throw jokes, crack jokes, laugh, tease each other? Hey, stop being too uptight. That you're not together doesn't mean you have to be uptight every time. It doesn't mean you have to be, serious all the time. Crack jokes. Because at times men give room for such questioning. And of course they do. They do. We have really talked a lot here. This is why you must not give room for that. Hey, sweet pea, thank you so much. I appreciate you, gorgeous. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, Inspires having dinner and your captivating commentary on the subject matter. Oh, I'm so deserving of this moment. Oh, God bless you, Queen. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you should be ready. Hey, Obi, dear. Okay, Obi, dear. Okay, I think it's Obi, dear. I like calling you Obi, dear. I don't know why. Obi, dear. Welcome. Thank you so much, Obi, dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Well, we've been here for over 2 hours. I appreciate you, Queen. So let that communication be filled with laughter, smiles, jokes. Come on, loosen up. This is something that will help you, because okay, whichever one, no problem. Okay, because if you don't play, you don't gist, you don't laugh, you don't crack jokes, you don't prank on each other. It's just all about knowing how your activity was, how your day was, how was school, how was business, how are the children. It becomes a problem. The communication will just be narrow. So also give room for some play. Also give room for some. Then checking with each other's emotional state is very important. How do I mean? Sometimes somebody might be having a bad day. It is very important that you check in on their emotional state. How are they doing? It is not the usual how are you, fine. Sometimes when they pick, especially women or even men, both gender, we pick a call, even if it's a video call, you see the way her face is. Abba, bros, don't pretend you don't notice changes in her countenance. Don't pretend and just keep blabbing and talking and you forget. You know the woman you're dealing with. You know your woman. Don't pretend you are not noticing that her countenance is not the same. That is why you have to be very observant. Know your woman, know your man. A man might be having a very terrible day because business went wrong, because he had a problem at the place of work, because he has been fired, because he didn't get a job, or because a job he has been pursuing for long failed. And then he's having a bad time, and then you call at that time. When you notice their countenance or the tone of their voice, please do well to ask them, sweetheart, what happened? Your face is not bright. Hope you're okay. Did anything happen? Even when they are saying nothing, I'm okay, I'm okay. Just don't worry. Men, don't worry. Fine concept said for distance relationship to last is for both. Okay, but to last is for both parties to distance themselves from opposite sex. Often communications matter a lot, even when you are busy. Yes, distance yourself. Don't get too connected with the opposite sex. Market temptation, it abounds. Yes, I totally agree with you. So when you notice their countenance change, don't pretend. Men have a way of bottling a lot. So when you ask them, sweetheart, what is the problem? Say, nothing, I'm okay. I'm okay. Nothing is a problem. Nothing, I'm okay. No. Digging. Ask him, come on, baby, come. No, this is not my baby. Come on, this is not my sweetheart. Come on, talk to me. I am the only woman in your life. Come on, if you don't talk to me, who would you talk to? Still, come on, I'm ready to listen to you. I'm ready to listen to you. Just tell me what is troubling you. This is not my husband. This is not my boyfriend. This is not my lover. Talk to me. And then when you push a little bit, be careful, not with force. Tell me now. Tell me what is happening. Tell me now. And this one, your face be like this. Tell me. No, he will not tell you. You have to be subtle. You have to be kind. With kind words, you can get him to open up. Men bottle so much. So you have to be kind. You have to find the best way to get that trouble out of his chest. Be sweet, be soft. As a woman, be soft. Talk to me, baby. Come on. I know. Okay, if you don't want to talk about it now, can we talk about it later? If you're not comfortable talking now, I'll wait till when you're ready to talk, okay? But just know that I'll always be here to listen to you. You mean so much to me. Your laughter, your smiles, when I see your smile, it makes my day. So I don't know how I'm going to sleep if you don't talk to me. How do I sleep if I don't see that sweet smile of yours? Use that sweet voice, that sweet, sexy voice of yours that God has given to you. Use it to get that trouble off his chest. Sweet is exactly communicate in a non-threatening manner. Yes. Don't command him to say it. You can't force it out of him, especially men. You can't force it out. Be soft, be gentle. I will always be here. Just know that if you need someone to talk to, I will be there for you. I, Onwadia, will be there to listen to you, baby. Talk to me. Okay? And when he's ready to talk, listen. Listen. And let him know that you are really there to listen. And comfort him. If it's a troubling situation, comfort him with your kind words. Comfort him with a sweet word. Let him know, reassure him that things are going to get better. That is why you are there. It's going to help him know that even while he's far away, he can still rely on you to help him overcome any challenge, to be there for him. He can still count on your sweet word. He can still count on your counsel. He can still count on your wisdom. He can still count on you. And then you, the man. Women have mood swing. We have mood swing during ovulations. We have mood swing during menstruation. We have mood swing for no reason. We have mood swing when we are stressed. This is very important if your partner, if your wife is far away. Guys, you notice something is wrong. Her countenance is not that smiling. Someone like me, you will easily notice if I'm not happy. You will easily notice it, like it's noticeable if I'm not happy. You will know. And if you pretend you don't know, this is where you finished me. Because I'm expecting you to at least show concern. Men, look at a woman close. You know your woman. Don't always pretend you don't notice. If she's in that moment, that mood, Find out what is troubling her. Find out if it's the ovulation, find out if it's menstruation or stress, or somebody angered her, somebody annoyed her, her work didn't go well. You know, anything can upset someone's mood. Checking on each other's, you know, on each other's emotion is very important. Hey, we have mom of triplet. Thank you so much. Welcome, mom of triplet. I appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, mom of triplet. Fine concepts. A couple in a distant relationship should be occupied with work, not idleness, for that relationship to last. And I agree with you, because they said the idleness is the devil's workshop. When you are idle, you imagine all sorts of things. So getting busy is one thing. Thanks for that. Yeah, thank you so much for the share. Thank you, mom of triplet. It's very important that you get busy. It's very important, because that will help kill boredom and loneliness. Thanks for that tip. It will help kill boredom. It occupies your day until you two are now ready to talk. But if you are idle, you will be imagining all sorts of things. Yes, Sweet Pea say yes, your body language. Yes, your body language spice oozes with love, and we know when something, at least I do. Yeah, when things are off a little, totally. Because you see, your body language will tell you. Your eyes, you know, you don't even want to look at the person eyeball to eyeball. You are avoiding communication. You just want to quickly end the call and drop it. Yeah, Mama Triple said the only thing that helps relationship distance or nearby is healthy communication. God bless you. Which is what we are hammering on. We keep hitting the hammer on it. It is very important. So observe her body language. Notice, you know, when someone has something to hide, you know, the body language will give them away. When a woman has something to hide, the body language will tell. When a man has something to hide, the body language will tell. Look at them. When they're avoiding eye contact, say, come on, look at me. It's important. Look at me. No, look at me. Come on, what's the problem? Look at me. Are you okay? If she's trying to, no, come on, baby, look at me. What's the problem? Talk to me. If you have pet name for her, this is when your pet name, calling her that pet name, hell, you go boy yibom. Ako yibom. Onwa dear. Ego yibom. You start calling her so that she can open up. Then if it's financial issue, you know, women sometimes when we don't have money, then it's also affect money also affects our mood. When a woman is broke, she needs money for pancake, needs money for something else, or to buy one ashwebi, or to do something for her hair. It stresses a woman up and it can affect mood. So sometimes when you see that mood, you can answer no again. If you can as a man, now that is the point. You need to send alert. Alert can do wonders. Alert can help a woman come back. See that alert, that smile alone, even if she's not smiling so well. I just saw the alert you sent to me now. Thank you. Thank you for that alert. Thank you. I saw it. Thank you. It's just that it's not as if anything, you know, it's just that there's this wedding coming up. I've been planning for it, you know. See, I've been planning for it, but now that you have sent me something, thank you. You know, send alert. Then you can always even buy something online and send to your spouse. Hey, who says distance can stop you from even buying things or gift for your spouse? Distance doesn't. Online is there. You can go online, shop for something, and send to your spouse. Send to your partner who is far away from you. Thunder Scorpion, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much, Thunder Scorpion. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Fine concept say couples should make friends with matured married people, not single, because that is a reminder for you to know your status. Yes, somebody was saying this on one live stream last week that there's a woman he knows abroad in Europe, there at Spain or Italy, that her marriage is broken. She left her husband because of the company she kept, because she started making friends with only single ladies. And before you know it, they indoctrinated her and then brainwashed her into leaving her marriage that was less than 1 year. She left, and the husband didn't even know where she disappeared to, only to find out later that she's, living with one of those girls. Yeah, but this is not just for married people, even for fiancés and fiancées, for lovers. This also helps. This helps. Thank you so much. And Mom of Triplets say communication is a relation. Okay, is to a relationship or marriage what blood is to the body. You need blood to survive. Communication is needed to survive. Hallelujah. Thank you for this illustration. It is the life wire. It is the life wire of any relationship. For it to work out, that communication, that is why from the beginning I kept hammering on communication. It is the life wire. If your relationship is going to work out, it is communication that will determine it. If it's going to fail, it is equally communication, because communication exposes a lot of things. It exposes the weakness in that relationship. Thank you so much for this illustration. I appreciate you. Dana Scorpion said, I'll never do a long distance relationship again. I've done that. I've done several of them. Okay, and I guess it didn't go down well, right? I wish you were here from the beginning. You would have listened to a lot. We have been here for over 2 hours, and I will be rounding up very soon. Cornelius said, then after village people would say, money doesn't bring happiness. Money brings happiness. So if you can transfer money to her, that time you are seeing her mood is not good. She's not communicating. She's not responding. You tease her, she's not laughing. Know that something is troubling her. If you want, the first thing you can do to get her attention, send her a laugh. Then from time to time, during anniversaries and important events in their life, buy them gifts. Even if you cannot get it, if you are living within the same country but different state, you can buy gifts and weigh bill to your partner to remind them that you are still thinking about them, that you have their thoughts at heart. If it's a Mother's Day, ensure you send Mother's Day present to your wife. If it is Father's Day, ensure you send Father's Day present to your husband. If it is an anniversary, do not miss important anniversaries. Hello, you don't have any excuse to miss that. Always remember, go and write the important anniversaries. Go and write the dates down so you don't give excuse, because that is one thing you have to pay for. You will pay for if you miss that. Don't miss my anniversary. Don't miss our wedding anniversary. Don't miss birthdays. They are very important things that help to keep you together, that helps to still bond you together so that you have something going. Because if you don't have anything going, forget it, that marriage or that relationship is as good as gone. Out of sight is not out of mind. It's not out of thought. Gifting is very important. Remember anniversaries, remember important days, and then celebrate every of their wins, every achievement, every milestone. Celebrate it even when you are apart. Celebrate it. The man, you can decide to say, okay, let's do this tonight. He's at home. He's back from work. He opens a bottle of champagne or wine or whatever. You're the woman, you do the same. You have your cake. You can do virtual celebration. You can equally have friends come over. You're the woman, you can have friends come over to celebrate your husband. You're the man, you can have friends come over to celebrate your wife. It is important. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel special. It reminds them of your love and affection and commitment. These things are very important. For that long distance relationship to work out, it is very important. You do not joke with this. Mom of Triplets says, Sir Cornelius, money is good for a healthy relationship. Very good. Cotty, would you agree love can make up for the lack of funds? Cotty, answer. Then Fine Concept says, it takes the fear of wisdom. It takes the fear and wisdom of God to make distance relationship last. It's not easy at all. I have experienced that. I don't pray for any distance relationship anymore. Tell me, no woman prays for that. I don't pray for it as well. But you see, sometimes, like we said, circumstances can, cause this, can bring about this. And when it happens, how do you now manage it? It's when you're prepared for it. You already know. That is why we're making this live stream and we are sharing our experiences. It will now help prepare one's mind towards this. Okay? So, Mom of Triplet says, Sweet Pea, love is good, but it's not enough when bills are calling. But you can't quarrel because of the money. It's all about understanding. But it's important to have money for the bills to be paid. So this is why alert is very good. Alert is very good. When you notice her countenance and her body language is not how it used to be, try sending alerts, try sending money. Try sending, become okay, try sending. You, the woman, you notice your husband is stressed. Once in a while, if it's the same, if it's different states, just within the same country, send him a gift. Gift card can even help. Send a gift card. Send him gifts. That will help him feel good. And he will know that, oh, despite the stress I'm going through here, I have a wife who is thinking about me. I have a girlfriend. I have a baby thinking about me. It will ease the stress. At least don't be a contributor to the stress. Be a stress reliever. Rukidima, thank you so much. Rukidima, relationship issue. Don't be waiting, I won't talk about now. You get. So it is very important. Then I talked about sexting. Sexting. For that, especially if you know you're gonna be apart for a long time, then sexting is something you should consider doing. Unless the both of you know that and you are sure you are not cheating. You are sure you can hold yourself. You are sure you can stay without cheating. Please then just keep the communication. But if you know that it means so much to you and you don't want to cheat on your partner, please imbibe sexting. Do FaceTime and do the do. Chat naughty. Chat naughty. Do naughty, dirty discussion. Mom of Triplet say you can also ensure you feel each other's emotional bank such that when there is an issue, either of you can withdraw from those good moments, those good memories stored in your emotional bank. But once the bank is empty, bankruptcy. This is what will happen. That is what, when you are together, try to fill up each other's day with good memories. Do things, activities before you part ways. Even if you are not together, for instance, maybe you got married and you don't have time to create good memories. While you are even apart, the things you do, as I am, like my husband travel now, I don't even let him rest because I am that naughty. He will have a lot of, beautiful memories he's going to cherish. He's going to have a lot of things to remember about me. No dull moments. How can there be dull moments? Love is more important to me. A healthy relationship with money should be the least of my concern. A healthy relationship with money should be the least of my concern. Good. Then Sweet Pea say we are not saying money should be above a healthy relationship. There should be a balance. Good. Spice, so my bank should never be empty. Absolutely. Why should my bank be empty when I'm that naughty, spicy wife? No. I will invest so much into his life, into his emotions, that even when we stay apart, he will do everything to ensure that we get back fast, as quick as possible. So it's very important to invest into each other's emotional bank, because that is where you will eventually, withdraw. If not, you will not even have anything to talk about. Your day is just dry. Nothing to gist about, nothing to joke about. So, host, you love this emotional bank I talked about? Yes, I do, Mom of Triplets. It is very important because it's just like the normal bank. If you don't deposit money, you want to go and withdraw, the person is parawo. You just have to deposit something there so that the days that you will need it, you can withdraw from it. There will be trying times, there will be challenging times. When those challenging times come, this is the memory, this is the time you now look back at the beautiful, moment, and you remember how sweet and nice and kind they have been to you, and that will help you bounce back. It will help wake you back. It will help rejuvenate you. It will just ignite something that was already going cold. It's very important. Just like the sexting I was talking about. Unless the two of you know that you are umuchinek, you don't want to do it. For you, you feel sexting is a sin. Please don't do it. But for those people who believe it's not a sin, it is your wife. It is just do it. It's like doing it physically. I mean, who will feel guilty doing it with his or her wife, or with his wife, with his husband, or with his wife? Who will feel guilty? So long as you don't feel guilty doing it with your husband, I don't see why you should feel guilty doing sexting. Like when I chat with my husband, sometimes I chat very naughty. He will be at work. When he sees my text message, I can't imagine what is going on in his mind. Sometimes he will say, "You are looking for trouble. When I come back, you will pay." Yes, I love doing that. I love doing that because that will keep him going. He may be having a bad day, and that time he's having a bad day, and I drop that message, that will already help ease it off. Mom of Triplet, thank you so much. Hey, Inspire with Ella, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mom of Triplet, it's okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up. God, I've been talking here for 2 hours, 30 minutes. Bless you. Spice it up or go and sleep. So, then, last but not the least, before we leave, commitment is very essential. How committed are you to that relationship? How committed are you to that marriage? If you are not committed and you find yourself apart, trust me, it is the beginning of your relationship or your marriage hitting the rock. It is the beginning. So you have to be committed to the time. As Sweetpea say, I definitely let a person know what is expected or what I expect. And if he can't comply, it's okay. He isn't the one to feel love in my heart. You feel the love because it is the love you feel deep that you can give. If you don't have love deep within you, you cannot offer love. If you don't love yourself, you don't have love in your heart, you cannot give love. Ella Sweeter will say, you are speaking the truth. Thank you. Oh, you've been at the background. Hey, Queen, thank you so much. Yes. So commitment, you must be committed to the time schedule. You must be committed and open to all forms of communication. Because if you're not committed, you call today, you don't call tomorrow. It's a problem. It's a problem. So if that relationship means everything to you, you must be committed to making it work, because it takes two to make it work. It's not a one-man thing. It's not only a job for your wife. Husbands, listen, it is not only your wife that should make your marriage work. It is not only your woman that should make that relationship work. It is equally your responsibility. You equally have to be committed to it for it to work out. Mom of Triplets say commitment is what stands the test of time in any relationship. Sometimes love is not enough. It is not even sometimes. Love is not enough. But commitment, there are times that you don't feel love or to give, but once you remember your commitment, you do. This is what I'm talking about. Commitment is what keeps you going. You know the vow. This is my wife. I owe it to her to speak to her on a daily basis. This is my husband. I owe him to check up on his day's activities. This is my wife. I owe it to her to know how she's faring without me. This is my husband. I owe it to him to know how he's equally faring. That commitment, it is what keeps you going. Commitment to make your marriage work, even despite being far apart, thousands of miles apart. Commitment to the vow is what will make you not want to cheat on him, not want to cheat on her, even when the congee is hot. Oh, make can go before some people go tell me to open counseling center. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama Triplet. I appreciate you, Queen. I appreciate you. You are amazing. 3 boys and a girl. You are amazing. You are amazing. Good night, Queen. Commitment, it's one thing that will make you remember the vow to keep the bed undefiled, not to cheat on your partner, not to break that promise. It is the commitment that reminds you that you are a married man, and married men don't cheat. Married men don't play around. Married men don't chase after bimbos. Married men don't chase after extra bobby outside. It is that commitment that reminds you that you are a father, that you have children to care about. It is that commitment that reminds you that you are a husband to one wife. It is just one wife you have. There are two wives. It is that commitment that reminds you of who you are, the promises made, the vows taken. And you, the woman, it is the commitment towards making your marriage work that keeps you, even if it's 2 years, you tell yourself, hey, I am going to wait for my husband. Hey, and you tell him, sweetheart, I am either coming or you're coming back. I will not do this thing outside. Commitment keeps you away from infidelity, because you respect the vow, you respect the marriage, you respect this institution called marriage, because it is sacred to you. Because the marriage is sacred, you respect it, you respect the vow, you respect your spouse. Commitment. It is the commitment to make her happy that keeps you going. You know it is your duty to make her happy. Oh, you already promised her. You already promised her family that I am going to make this woman happy. I won't be the reason for her sadness. I'm going to try to brighten her day, even in her lowest ebb, even in my own lowest ebb. I am committed to making her happy. I am committed to seeing those smiles on her face. Then you do those things, those unimaginable magic. You do it to see that smile on her face. Commitment. Same as the woman. It is the commitment that will help you stay away from temptation, from foxes, from wolves. The commitment to make it work, the commitment to keep it going. Above all, remember that love conquers all. Love conquers all. It breaks every barrier. When you remember the love you have for each other, those good days you were together before you parted ways, when you remember how much you love this woman, how much you love this man, it keeps you going. Guys, I appreciate you. I think we have done justice, even if it's not exhaustible. We have done justice to today's topic, and we'll leave it at this. Okay, it's almost 3 hours on the stream. God, almost 3 hours talking. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time and your support here. Man, you guys have been so amazing. You didn't leave the chat going cold. Your contributions, your experience, sharing your experience with us as well. It is really amazing. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. You all have been so wonderful. Nemuza, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. It's been an amazing moment. Like, I didn't even know I'm going to be talking up to this very moment. I think because I can relate with this, and a lot of people can relate to this. This is the reason why we've been able to talk so much on this topic. Thank you so much, AE29. Thank you, Nemuza. Thank you, Olufunke, for sharing your experience. Thank you, Ella. Thank you so much. Everyone, Sweet Pea, you've been here. Thank you so much. Mom of Triplets, you've been so amazing. Oh, God, where do I begin to thank everyone in the chat? You all have been so good. Rookie Dimma, thank you. Cornelius, sweet husband. None like you. Thank you. Thank God I met you. Thank you. Thunder Scorpion, thank you. Fine Concept, thank you. Fabro Happiness, I appreciate you all. Oh my God. Oh, Obidia, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. God bless you. It's gotta be done. BMC Black Money's Cup, Nello Side, yeah, Glorious Reality. Thank you, Lucy's Insights. Thank you. Oh God, can I finish calling all your names? Sweet P, thank you. Mommy T, the she boss, thank you. Dear Maya girls, thank you, Ma, for sharing your experience. Chinenya Kama, thank you so much. Susan, how about Tees? Thank you. Be the carer with cares, time out with family. Gloria Oge. You are getting it right with Olivia Chinenye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. But God bless you for your time and your dedication. Thank you for your support all the time on this. Like some days we spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours on stream. It can only be God and you guys with your love and your support. God bless you. Let's do this again tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I promise daily to try my best on this stream, and then we'll keep sharing wonderful topics, share our experience, give our opinions, our ideas, and advice as well, and counseling. This is why we are here, and this is what Love Night with Spice is. It's all about reaching out to everyone, everyone on relationship and marriage issues. So I appreciate you. Thank you all. God bless you. Have an amazing night rest until we meet again tomorrow. Let's keep a date, same time tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Hey, True Mamle, you're just coming, True Mamle. Oh, man, we are leaving now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! Woo! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, I need you, because I want you. You're the only one for me. I'm coming home after the party. The world is stressing me. I want you, because I know you got me. And you're my company.
This is for you.
You turn up. And you always come through for me. Please stop.
Yeah. Peace of mind is what we need.
You give me peace of mind. Because of my worry, because of my problem.
Yeah. You give me peace of mind.
You give me peace of mind.
Gabriela!
Peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. Give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Because of my worry, because of my problems, be my baby. Oh, yeah. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Yes, I need you because I want you. You're the only one for me. I'm coming home after the party.
Thank
The
you.
world is stressing me. I want you because I know you got me. And you're my company. Anytime I call you, you can turn up. And you always come through for me. Peace of mind, yeah. You make me feel like your child. Peace of mind, yeah. Nobody say I'm on attention. Peace of mind, yeah. Please give me peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Because of my worry, because of my problems, my baby.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Good night. Good night. Love you all. Same time tomorrow. Bye.